TV soap news and spoilers say that prepare yourselves, dear readers, for a week of heart-wrenching drama, tangled relationships, and shocking revelations on Beyond the Gates. From August 18th to 22nd, the gates of this tumultuous world swing wide open, revealing stories that will leave you breathless, teetering on the edge of anticipation. Families will be tested, loyalties will fray, and secrets long buried will claw their way to the surface. If you thought you knew the residents of this scandal-ridden town, think again. Let's dive into the tempest brewing beyond those infamous gates, where every choice carries the weight of destiny. A mother's return, June's redemption or ruin? At the heart of this week's saga lies June, a woman whose life has been a tapestry of sacrifice and sorrow. After years of absence, June steps into the role of mother to Samantha and Tyrell, her children who have grown up in the shadow of her choices. The question on everyone's lips is whether this reunion will be the balm to heal old wounds or the spark that ignites a new firestorm. For Martin Richardson and Smitty, two men bound by their shared love for June and her children, this development could be the key to mending their fractured souls, or it could tear them apart forever. Martin, a man whose stoic exterior hides a heart battered by loss, has always carried a torch for June. His devotion to Samantha and Tyrell has been unwavering, but the return of their mother stirs a complex mix of hope and trepidation. Can June's presence bridge the chasm between them, or will it reopen wounds that never fully healed? Smitty, on the other hand, is a man of action, his loyalty to the family tempered by a pragmatism that borders on ruthlessness. He sees June's return as a chance to solidify their makeshift family, but at what cost? The children, caught in the crossfire of their parents' past, are no longer the innocents they once were. Samantha's sharp wit and Tyrell's quiet intensity suggest they may have their own agendas, and June's arrival could either unite them or drive a wedge deeper than ever. As the week unfolds, expect raw, emotional confrontations that will test the bonds of this unconventional family. Will June rise to the challenge of motherhood, or will the weight of her past drag them all into chaos? One thing is certain, the gates of their hearts are about to be flung open, and what lies beyond may change everything. Naomi's gambit, a sister's support or a dangerous game? Naomi, the ever-calculating matriarch, has thrown her weight behind June, sponsoring her return to the fold. But Naomi's motives are rarely pure, and her inability to control June's unpredictable nature sets the stage for a dramatic clash. June's homecoming to her sister Regina's side is a beacon of hope, a sign that redemption might be within reach. Regina, with her warm heart and unyielding loyalty, has always been June's anchor. Yet, whispers in the town suggest there's more to this reunion than meets the eye. Is there a secret buried in the sisters' past, one that could unravel the fragile peace they've fought so hard to maintain? Naomi's sponsorship comes with strings that June may not see until it's too late. The power dynamic between these women is a delicate dance, one where every step could lead to triumph or disaster. Regina, caught in the middle, must navigate her love for her sister and her wariness of Naomi's schemes. As the week progresses, expect revelations that will shake the foundations of their relationship. A long-hidden truth, perhaps tied to the children or to a betrayal from years past, could surface, threatening to fracture the sisterly bond forever. The gates of trust are creaking open, but what lies beyond may be more perilous than anyone anticipates. Andre's tangled heart, a love triangle on the brink across town, Andre finds himself at a crossroads that could define his future. His heart has long belonged to Ashley, but a fleeting moment with Danny has thrown everything into question. When Ashley discovers Andre's indiscretion, the fallout is nothing short of explosive. The pain in her eyes is a dagger to Andre's soul, and he must decide whether to fight for the woman he loves or retreat to the familiar comfort of Danny. But Danny's heart is no longer his to claim. In a moment of raw vulnerability, she confessed to herself, and to Nicole, that her love for Bill still burns bright, a flame that refuses to be extinguished. This love triangle is a powder keg waiting to ignite. Andre, torn between his desire for Ashley and the pull of his past with Danny, is a man on the edge. His charm and charisma have always been his weapons, but they may not be enough to navigate this emotional minefield. Dani, meanwhile, is grappling with her own demons. Her admission to Nicole was a moment of catharsis, but it also laid bare the impossibility of her situation. Bill, the object of her affection, is a man with his own burdens, and Dani's love may be a complication he cannot afford. As the week unfolds, expect heated confrontations and heart-wrenching decisions. Will Andre fight for Ashley, or will he succumb to the allure of Dani's familiarity? And what of Dani's feelings for Bill? Will they lead to a reunion, or will they be her undoing? The gates of love are swinging wide, and the path beyond is fraught with peril. Ted's last stand, divorce or defiance. Ted's world is crumbling, and the divorce papers from Nicole are the final blow. The woman he once vowed to love forever has drawn a line in the sand, and Ted must decide whether to sign on the dotted line or heed Anita's fiery advice to fight for his marriage. Anita, with her sharp tongue and sharper instincts, sees something worth salvaging in Ted and Nicole's fractured bond. But Ted's heart is a battlefield, torn between pride and pain. Will he cave under the weight of Nicole's resolve, or will he rise to the challenge and fight for the love he still believes in? Nicole, for her part, is a woman transformed. The decision to send those papers was not made lightly. It was the culmination of years of unspoken grievances and shattered dreams. Yet, even as she stands firm, there's a flicker of doubt in her eyes. Does she truly want to let go, or is this a desperate bid to reclaim her own power? The tension between Ted and Nicole is palpable, a storm brewing just beyond the gates of their shared history. As the week progresses, expect moments of raw vulnerability and explosive confrontations that will leave you questioning whether love can truly conquer all. A conspiracy unraveled, Dr. Doug McBride and Randy Parker's deadly game in the shadows. Dr. Doug McBride and Randy Parker weave a web of deceit aimed at Joey, a man who seems to be their eternal target. Their plotting is relentless, a dark dance of ambition and vengeance that threatens to consume them all. But what drives these men to such lengths? Is it jealousy, greed, or something far more sinister? Their obsession with Joey's downfall feels almost suicidal, as if they're willing to burn everything to the ground just to see him fall. Joey, however, is no easy prey. His resilience is matched only by his complexity, and Vanessa seems to be the key to his strength. Her presence in his life is a shield, a reason to keep fighting despite the odds. But there's a catch. Vanessa's reluctance to take their relationship to the next level is a source of tension that could unravel everything. Is she protecting her heart, or is there something else holding her back? The dynamic between Joey and Vanessa is electric, charged with unspoken desires and unaddressed fears. Meanwhile, Randy's relationship with Haley adds another layer of intrigue. Their connection is a mystery, a puzzle that promises to reveal itself in the coming days. Is Haley a pawn in Randy's game, or does she hold the key to his redemption? As the week unfolds, expect twists that will leave you gasping and alliances that will shift like sand in a storm. The gates of betrayal are wide open, and no one is safe. Haley's revenge and Kat's dilemma, a collision of hearts. Haley's vendetta against Bill has been a slow-burning fire, but this week, it threatens to erupt into an inferno. Bill, a man haunted by his past, is the perfect target for Haley's schemes, but her motives remain shrouded in mystery. Is this revenge born of personal betrayal, or is there a larger game at play? As Haley tightens her grip, Bill's world begins to unravel, and the consequences could be catastrophic. Elsewhere, Kat faces a decision that could alter the course of her life. Her relationship with Tomas is at a crossroads, his infatuation a stark contrast to her growing discomfort. Tomas's longing to rekindle their closeness is palpable, but Kat's heart is pulling her in another direction. The weight of this choice is crushing, a reminder that love is never simple beyond the gates. Will Kat find the courage to follow her instincts, or will she succumb to the pressure of Tomas's devotion? The stakes are high, and the outcome will reverberate through their lives and beyond. A week of reckoning as Beyond the Gates hurtles toward its next chapter, the residents of this fractured town stand on the precipice of change. June's return could heal or destroy her family. Naomi's schemes threaten to unravel the bonds of sisterhood. Andre's heart hangs in the balance, caught between two loves. Ted faces a battle for his marriage, while Joey navigates a conspiracy that could cost him everything. Haley's revenge and Kat's indecision add fuel to an already volatile fire, promising a week of drama that will leave no one untouched. Tune in from August 18th to 22nd to witness the unraveling of these tangled lives. The gates are open, and the storm is coming. Will love triumph, or will betrayal reign supreme? We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV soap news and spoilers for more updates on Beyond the Gates.